Hi, welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, that life is life, and I know that it is for a lot of people right now. And I think that we personally all need a break, a mental health week break from this weekend after the election, because a lot of us is going through it with the results. Um, but I just want to tell you, like sometimes, like right now, I feel like I'm Job in the Bible. Like whatever could go wrong or not happening in my life, that's what's happening. Life is life. So to start off with, like I personally, I just lost, like not lost my job. I quit my job, so I quit my career that I thought that was going to be my forever career. So now I'm feeling a little bit lost with what I want to do and what direction I want to go in. So I'm feeling like I want to go in a direction of doing YouTube and social media because I just kind of want to just walk in my gift and just have faith. You have to walk by faith, not by sight. Hello, hello, somebody. Uh, but yeah, I know that Jesus was carrying me along the way. But it's really hard when you are comparing yourself to other people, and comparison is the thief of joy. So you always comparing your 1 year, your 1 month, your 1 week to somebody 2, 3 years. So um, I think most people do that because you see where somebody else is at and how far you will have to catch up to them. Not particularly doing what they're doing, but to even get anywhere near that, how long it's going to be, it's just a lot. So that's that. And then I just feel like you've kind of figure out who people are if you pay attention to them. So that's another thing. It's like I figure out friends, what type of friends they are, and if they're there for you during your rough time. Because sometimes you just have to separate yourself from them. It's no hard feelings, but you can just say goodbye because they're not growing at the level that you're growing at. I want to be with people that are elevating, and I feel like some of the people that I have been around, like I had to cut off because no judgment, but I'm trying to get my life right with God. Hello, and I'm trying to build a career. So if you want to do better, you need to surround yourself around better people. Can we talk about these food prices? I eat fairly healthy. So I basically eat the same thing day in and day out: chicken, vegetables, rice, beans, you know. So I went to the grocery store. This is Walmart. And I was looking at soda. Why is soda $8? Like, seriously, that should be enough for all y'all to stop drinking soda. $8 for a 12 pack. Come on, y'all gotta be real. Cookies, the packages have gotten smaller, and they want like $4 for Oreos. Like, this is a good time for people who want to lose weight to lose weight. I'm not trying to be mean, but like buying processed food, it's way expensive to eat that way than it is to eat healthy. Like everything's super expensive, girl. Y'all, even Aldi's is expensive. Why is the salad that I'm going to get at Aldi's almost $3? I know that sounds real cheap, but seriously, like they used to be like 179 or something or $2. But like food's high, gas is high. Don't drive a luxury car because we never have cheap gas. I feel like I'm always paying like almost $4, $4 to $5 for gas for a car. I don't know if somebody's gonna be like, "Well, don't drive a luxury car." Well, mind your business, boo. But I like the car that I have. But groceries high, gas is high. Like I said, air is high. Like it just costs too much to breathe these days. So I mean, I can't imagine people who have families that have to feed like their kids and stuff. How much do y'all pay for groceries every week? I go to the grocery store once a week and it's like 120 just for me. So I can't imagine what it is for a family of four or a family of six. So yeah, that's kind of grinding my gears if you guys get that. You know what's ticking me off these days is that middle class has really disappeared. They've been saying this since the 90s, but I was a child then, so I totally didn't understand it. But let me tell you, I have worked my whole life. Even when I was 16, 17 years old, I was working two jobs. I was working at Aldi, not Aldi's. I was working at Walgreens and Jewel when I was like 17 years old, and I did that for a couple years. And I was hearing them say middle class was going to disappear. Finally get to middle class when I started making six figures. Ooh, I'm still poor now. Like the math is not mathing. Like we really like during the pandemic, we didn't get no help, nothing, because we could get stamps. Well, I would never go on government system. No shade. I just that I don't need people in my business like that. But when COVID happened, we didn't get nothing. Like I see people, they were getting $600 for I think unemployment, did an extra $300 for this, and then they was given a stimulus check. Us middle class people, we won't get nothing. So zero for zero zero. So we were basically people using our savings account to survive. So our hard work was for what? And it keeps getting worse, even with this inflation. Like middle class ain't middle class no more. It really is turning into the one percenters versus the poor. And Lord knows I'm not trying to go down that. Poor, I've been poor before, and not going back to that. But they gotta do something better. These leaders gotta do something better. Since everybody voted for Trump, let's see what he's gonna do. Cause I mean, I ain't gonna lie, things were cheaper when he was in office, but still, like y'all gotta help the middle class out, and that's what I mean about it. It's just lifing. I live in a expensive suburbs, and I've seen people live in my apartment complex that you could tell they probably lost their house or something, because it's like three, four kids, and we didn't have an apartment complex where we used to have kids in it. It was just like people like in my age and around 30 and 40s that lived here. But now you got families moving into apartments. Like something got to change. We all about to be homeless up in this world if these prices continue to go like this, because ain't nobody gonna be able to afford nothing. You hear me? A couple months, I was literally going through it. Not even a couple months. That was a couple weeks ago, child. My rent for my boutique store, I was at a place where I was paying like four something a month, and then they lost their mind and jumped it up to 850. And let me tell y'all, I had 120 square feet, so I had to find a new like suite in 3 days. So I end up finding a suite that's 650. I mean, I don't know where these prices are coming from. It's like, is it my fault that y'all have a building that's sitting there, so y'all gonna charge a ridiculous price for 120 square feet? So we have to pay for that. So everything's going up besides wages. So they want to what the economy's not doing good. No, why the economy's not doing good? Because people don't have no freaking money. We too busy trying to survive and pay rent, and rent is ridiculous. Let's not even talk about rent. I never thought I'll see rent being this expensive. I remember back in the 90s, my parents paid $545 for a three bed and two bath. Y'all don't even want to know how much it costs, because I have a three bed and two bath. Y'all don't want to know how much I pay. It's a ridiculous amount of money. But yeah, it's like when you just pay rent and then you got to pay another rent, you're like, where is money coming from? I don't know. But the Lord keep making a way for me. But yeah, that's the life in part too. It's like people rents keep going up, but the wages not going up. You got people work two, three jobs just to pay rent, and at the end of the day, you still don't have no money. And that is why I refuse to go get a job. I'm gonna make this social media work, because you know why? Why work a 9 to 5, 2 or 3 9 to 5 jobs and still barely make it when you could just try to work and strive towards your dreams? Because eventually, wherever your work and focus go, that is where your rewards is going to be. It's going to be in that. So if you are working 9 to 5, you don't have time to work on your dream. People need to understand the toll your job, your workplace have on your mental health. Because if you're at the wrong job, your mental health is going to suffer. That's why I cannot go back to a 9 to 5 job. I had a job, a career, which is why I say I feel like Job. I had a career for 15 years and then I lost it. And so I started to work at a couple different places. Let me tell you, some of us is not fit for a 9 to 5 job, and that's no shade to nobody either. Um, we are creative people, and we just need to we just have an outlet. Like I can't sit in a chair all day and stare at a computer. I will want to put a bullet in my head. I They tried to do that to me at my personal training job, to have me sit behind a computer for 8 hours a day, and I literally got like around my fifth week of working there. I was thinking, this ain't it. I was like, it got to be more to life than this. And I'm just so jealous of people who know their calling right away. Some of us, it takes a long, long time to figure it out, or some of us, it takes us a longer time to take that step with fate. So if you're in a position where you feel like you want to kill yourself, blow your head off, been there. So I totally understand it. I think that you if think out the steps of ways so you can move in that direction to quit your job. Mental health is so important. It affects every part of your life. If you go to a job and you hate it every day, I guarantee your life is miserable right now. Just because you're finding no happiness knowing that you have to do the same thing over and over and over again every day. So figure out what you're good at, and then figure out how to take steps, write down steps of how to get there, which is kind of what I did. I kind of knew my calling when I was around 18. It's always been fashion and working out. I put the fashion on the back burner because I was like, I didn't think that I'll be able to make money doing it. Now that I could, because social media, you most definitely can make money in fashion and just dressing people for a living. So I didn't walk by fate, but now I'm walking in fate. That's being able to see something that you can't see right now in front of you. So I'm taking a chance with that. So I encourage anybody else who are thinking about like quitting their jobs to do that, to take steps to figure out how to leave that place. Because let me tell you, when my mental health suffered, it's the worst thing in the world. I was drinking before going to work, and I used to start at 7. Let that sink in. And after a while, I just couldn't do it anymore. So I quit. So this world, it would chew you up and spit you out if you let them. No matter what you go through in life, I'm a firm believer you are going to end up where you're supposed to be at. God already have our life planned out for us. So try not to worry, because worry don't get you anywhere. And trust me, I'm one of those people that have high anxiety, A type, and I'm a control freak. So I know it's sometimes easier said than done, but life has been life for a lot of people. It's always a bill. Like I spend a lot of time in prayer lately because I can't do this on my own or by myself. So I want to encourage anybody else who's out there that's going through the same thing to stay in prayer and keep yourself grounded in the Lord. And no, I'm not trying to be holy roller or go to a religious thing, but you gotta hold on to something when the storm is coming. Otherwise, you're gonna collapse. So on that note, I hope I was able to make a couple of you guys laugh and to really do think about some of the things that I did say about considering leaving your job if it's destroying your mental health. Um, Take time for yourself, because nobody's going to take care of you better than you. And on that note, thank you for watching. Subscribe, hit that like button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.